Don't worry about my eyesight. I have more vision than the president. Reverend Lewicki and Madam Chairman and my friend Peggy Noonan, it's a pleasure to be here, to see so many of you here. My obligation tonight is to be totally objective, truthful, unless Oprah will get after me, and factual about the State of the Union message that George W. Bush is about to deliver. Now, if you believe that, the speaker to this group next year will be Bill Clinton, who will be equally objective about who he thinks should be nominated by the Democrats for president. But I am very honored to be here in this historic church. It's a wonderful, long history. But I am nevertheless compelled, I'm sorry to say, to recall the one small blot on that history. In 1960, the Democratic nominee for the president, John F. Kennedy, was opposed primarily, and I am not exaggerating when I use that word, primarily because of his religion. And in New York City, on September 7th, 1960, in the middle of that campaign, a conference of anti-Catholic Protestant ministers was held. Thank God they didn't hold it here. They held it in the Waldorf Astoria, but the Reverend Norman Vincent Peale was their spokesman. And he was quoted as saying, "I'm not saying the country won't survive a Kennedy presidency, but it won't be the same." JFK, in his usual style, when told of that remark, said, "I'm not sure whether he was trying to compliment me, but perhaps he was." Adlai Stevenson had a much better comment. He said, "I've always found the gospel according to Paul appealing, but I find the gospel according to Peale appalling." But I am truly pleased to be here with my friend of many years, Peggy Noonan. As you could hear, we have a kind of mutual admiration society. I say that she is the best speechwriter in New York, the best speechwriter in the country, the best speechwriter in the world. All I ask her is to say, I'm the best speechwriter up here on this platform. Too subtle, okay. But Peggy is truly, she's the one who wrote Reagan's phrase, was it to the United Nations, Peggy? But it's so insightful, so deep, such brilliance when he said, "The future is closer than we realize." Insightful. And I can also recommend her her memoirs, in which she tells courageously of having a root canal with Novocaine. But the State of the Union is a majestic occasion, institution, and spectacle in this country, as Peggy has already described. I was fascinated by the detail, what is going on now, that she predicted. She even saw George W. Bush at dinner with the speech, she said, on either his left or his right. The speech can't possibly be to his right. But it is an occasion when everybody who's anybody is there. The Joint Chiefs, the ambassadors, the Supreme Court, as well as almost all the members of the House and Senate, as I will mention in a moment, and almost all the members of the Cabinet. Since the beginning of the nuclear age, one member of the Cabinet is chosen to stay back in the interest of continuity in the event that a bomb falls on the Capitol at that moment and everyone is blown up. It's sobering to, and they usually choose the least worthy member of the cabinet. Sobering to think that if a bomb falls tonight, John Bolton will be our president. Two members of the House, one from each party, and two members of the Senate, one from each party, now refrained from attending for that same reason. Otherwise, all of the leadership will be there. I think if you listen very closely tonight, as the President walks down the aisle, you will hear Speaker Hastert say to the President pro tem of the Senate, everyone's here. I think this year we can proceed without delay. It is, I should add one other, as a recovering lawyer, let me just mention one fact of law. As Peggy correctly said in her remarks, this is not an option that Mr. Bush is delivering this speech tonight. The Constitution, I think it's Article 2, Section 3, or is it the other way around, says the President shall periodically report to the Congress on the State of the Union. It is a mandate. And in as much as we have a president who has, if you'll pardon my noting this, ignored the Bill of Rights and the separation of powers and the rights of privacy and the separation of church and state and most of the other provisions in the Constitution, it's historic that he is paying attention to the Constitution tonight. So with that wholly nonpartisan introduction, I await your further questions.
Yeah.